Actually, before I go inside, I'm going to grab everything out of the garage that I have for my kitting kit, take it inside to keep it warm, and get it all organized and make sure I have everything that I need. I'll go through that kit with you and tell you where I got the information on how to build a kitting kit. So we're inside. I've pulled in all of my kitting stuff, and I'm here with my girls, and we're gonna put together the kitting kit, and I'll show you what I've got in the kitting kit. So I didn't come up with this on my own. I've only done goats for, gosh, what has it been now, 2 years?
Yeah.
2.5 years, something like that. So we haven't been doing it for very long. So I am not an expert, but there are people that are. And so I follow a lady called Deborah Neiman, and she does this book, it's all backwards on the screen, called Raising Goats Naturally. She has a website, and she does classes on raising goats and all sorts of things. And this book has been my goat Bible. Whenever I'm wondering what's going on, or if I've forgotten things about kitting or about whatever, then I get back into my goat book and read what Deborah has to say. I also follow, if you guys know anything about goats or watch any goat videos, you've probably heard of Weed 'em and Reap with Danielle Wolford. She is another great person that I watch and pay attention to as well. And so two great resources, people who have done goats for a really long time, know what they're saying, know what they're doing. So I'm going to walk you through this so that you know what I'm learning, and then you can see for yourself if you are in the same situation as I am as far as having what you need for kitting. So I have Deanna and Sammy, got Kaylee, Marin's. All the girls are here. One day I think I'll get Justin more interested, but we'll see.
Also, we have a vacuum in the background.
Yeah, we got a vacuum in the background. So, the first thing that goes into your kitting kit is the one thing you absolutely cannot do without, and that is towels. If you have old towels hanging out at your house, put them into the bin. I have a few. Yeah, so it's perfect for wiping a baby goat off. So towels are great for wiping off the baby goats, for wrapping them up to help keep them warm, to wipe your own hands off on. Yeah. So it's just good to have a very large supply of old towels. I was lucky enough to that my brother and his wife that just moved down here had a stack of them in their garage, and so she brought me over her whole pile of towels. Go ahead and set. Oh, baby monitor. Now I don't have a baby monitor. I have the camera, and we got that all installed. Earlier in this video you saw me detach it and reattach it into the thing, but the one that I have is a Blink camera. So Sammy is working on one of the next things you need, and that's little goat sweaters, especially at this time of year. It's coming up on February. We're here at the end of January, and so we got this idea about this sweatshirt arms from Deborah Neiman's book. So you can see that there. And we did actually use them last year because we had babies in February and March last year, and they worked great. Little babies thrived. So yeah, so you put their head through the sleeve, and then we've cut little holes for their legs, and then we make sure we kind of have this up for two reasons. One, so it's not bumping into their back legs. No, down here. And so that little boys can do their pee-pees like the way they need to. Yeah, you can roll up the cuff if you need to for neck. Works really good. And they go on pretty easy, and they just help to keep the little guys warm. So another thing that Deborah Neiman recommends is a blow dryer. Now this, babies come out wet, and mamas will wipe them off, or lick them off, I should say. If you've seen videos of goats having babies, you'll see that mama just licking and licking and licking and licking, even before the babies come out. And so after they get licked off, and mama's working on licking some others, it's really good to get some warm air on those babies. We're just trying to get their temperature up and to help keep it up, especially in this colder weather. Okay. And then a heat lamp is always a good thing to have. It's one from Premier One Supplies. It's a little bit more expensive than your regular old metal heat lamp. But the thing with this kind of heat lamp, it's made of all plastic, and so you have less potential to have it burn your barn down, which is the last thing that you want. Okay, so you'll want a bulb syringe. Okay, these are easy to find. They're in the baby section. They're for baby people. Yep, bring it here. They're for baby people and baby goats and baby lambs and any kind of little baby that needs its nose sucked out so it can breathe.
Too, for baby goats, like
when they're born,
kind of maybe.
Yeah, to suck out the throat and that kind of thing. Okay, one reason why I'm pulling this stuff out is because some of it has been sitting in the garage for a year, and it is dusty and dirty and needs to be washed off. Okay, iodine. So I was given this giant bottle of iodine.
You're gonna have to wash
it's huge. Anyway, you want to dip the umbilical cord in the iodine, and that helps to prevent infection. It helps prevent germs going up that direction. I have this giant bottle, and what we can probably do is find a smaller bottle that we can put the iodine into. Yeah. So I don't have any disposable gloves right now, but this is what they look like. And you'll definitely want that because it's a messy, messy business, and so it's just going to help keep you clean, keep you clean. And also just to be a little more sanitary if you have to go into the goat to help pull the baby out or whatever, then it's more sanitary. Okay, and then the next thing is a bottle with a Pritchard teat. Now, I believe the Pritchard teat looks like, no, do you have the bottle with the red teat, with the red one on it? Yeah. Those are the Pritchard teats.
Here, let me. Here's scissors.
Oh yeah, there's our scissors.
For our...
So this is a right. Come on, focus. Not on Deanna.
Should I put the scissors in the box? Or I mean the
Put them in that bag, yeah. So that's a Pritchard teat. Now they come, and you have to trim off this little end bit, but they'll fit onto like a soda pop bottle, or you can get a regular bottle.
Soda pop bottle.
Yeah. And they work pretty good. So we have some regular bottles somewhere. And then the last thing that I've got here, which isn't the only thing actually that we need, is the feeding tube. So if you have a lamb that is under, or a kid that is under temperature, is not eating, is not sucking, hold it up for me, Sam, then you're going to have to tube it. I've never done that before, but I have this so that if I need to, I can. If I ever have to do that, I'll see if I can try and show it. I don't know if I'll ever be able to. But
we have had kids who didn't have
reflex. Last year I just used a little syringe and we just force fed them a bit and they did come back. That's all that she has here on this list, but there are some other honorable mentions that we can look at here. So we've got some, selenium. We've got our selenium here. Gel, and I actually need to start giving that here, but it has the vitamin E, and this is just something that can help strengthen. It helps strengthen the doe. It helps strengthen the kid. It just gives them a little boost of some of the things that they need. Hand me that bottle of. It's the bottle of lubricant there. So if you have to reach into your goat, it would be nice to have, it's good to have a little bit of lubricant on there. So I just got some KY. So this is something I've never used. This was recommended by, or something similar by Danielle at Wiedemann Reap, is to have an electrolyte pack supplement. And that will just help your doe bounce back as she's drinking her water. This year I'm going to do molasses water also. Some Nutri-Drench is also not a bad thing to have to help get them some vitamins and minerals that can help them to help them bounce back if they're weak. So this just gives you an idea. Hopefully this will be a little bit more succinct than what I've done here. Oh, and this is our weighing harness. I think I need to get a better scale. I've got this scale, but
how do they go in this again? Let's see,
yeah.
Where do the legs go? I don't know.
The legs go through the front straps and the back straps, and
that's
of course the babies, they're a lot smaller than that. So, but then it just hangs.
Yeah. I think when we had the babies, we would just put them in a bowl.
We put them in a bowl and used our other ones. So, so we have this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, and a heating pad. I don't know how I missed that. So I bought this really nice heating pad. Go ahead and open that up a bit carefully.
Very large.
So she recommends a large heating pad. And this one is, I want to say 30 inches by 17 inches.
Yeah, it's very
It's really soft. This one I got from Walmart. It was $28 to $30, so it's not super expensive. And it's just something to lay those kids on after they come out to help them warm up. You know, this time of year really is about keeping the animals warm and healthy and getting things ready for them. So it's always good in your goat medical kit to have a thermometer to do their temperature. Something I want to look up. I've been watching Sandy Brock at Sheepishly Me, so I know it's sheep and not goats, but I know that similar things. And so when she has a baby goat that's not thriving, or not a baby goat, sorry, baby sheep that's not thriving, she takes a temperature, and she knows that the temperature needs to be at a certain level before those babies will even eat. It's like pointless to even feed them unless their temperature's up. So what I want to do is I want to find out if that's the same for goats, if it even becomes an issue for me. So that's some research I'm going to do, because we're going to be having lots of multiples. Lucy is as big as she was last year, so she has the potential of, I know she's having at least 3. She's potentially going to have 4 or 5. And so we're going to have these multiples that we need to take care of, and because it's so cold, we need to make sure they're thriving, make sure that we can get them fed the way they need to be. My kids are like, ooh, can we have them in the house again this year? We might. We'll see how that goes. It was really fun to have a couple of them in the house last year, so we'll just see how that goes. We need to actually get the small dog crate cleaned out if we're going to do that. And we will be ready and a lot less stressed about having these babies.
I want to make